Okay, so this is the normal startup screen for the Atom X, which you'll be familiar with. It obviously starts up with the logo, then goes into the booting up procedure. What I'm going to show you is how to put it online so that it can do the automatic updates. Not sure what version of firmware you've got on it, but I'll show you how to update the firmware. There was a bug, I think, in a previous version but one, where the power wasn't charging. You should see this, then it goes off, and then that means it's not charging, and then the little white dot means it's charging, and it does scroll between the two as it sorts itself out, but it should end up like this, obviously ready to go with the 100% and the small lightning bolt in the white circle. So that means it's charging and it's good to go. Obviously with the Atom X, it needs to be powered up all the time because it uses electromagnetic resistance. Okay, to check which version of the firmware you've got, the serial number in the top left, you click on that and scroll down. There's two computers on the bike. There's obviously the monitor and the bike itself. The version of firmware on the bike is 103.42. And if you look down, the version of firmware on the monitor is 103.42. They need to be the same to avoid any bugs. So I tend to also, just when I get to this stage, just clear any debug messages, which sorts things out. Then what I do, I'm going to go back just to the main menu, and you click on the bottom, tap on the bottom, or just scroll up, and you get these Android symbols. Click on the square, and you get these three. You get the Wattbike app, settings, and messages. Go to settings, click on Wi-Fi. It opens up and it finds the available networks. Obviously click on the one you want, then it'll ask for a password, put that in, and then leave that, and you should be online, and the Wattbike app will start up again. And this by the network, the little cloud by the network will be red. Will be red, and that means it's online. So then what I want you to do is just click on the serial number again, click on advanced settings, which is at the bottom, scroll down where it says automated firmware updates are currently enabled. That's fine. Obviously you want it to read that. If it says disable there, that means you can disable them. So it says currently disabled, and enable them. So you want them enabled, and then you go back, and then what I do is I go back to this screen and I hold the on off button on the back on for about 20 seconds. And what happens is that it just recycles the monitor and clears everything out of it. So what should happen, which it's done there, it should boot up again, and it goes back to this procedure. But what it should do is then kick in. If you just leave it for 5 or 10 minutes, it should eventually kick in, find that latest version of firmware, be prompted online to update it, and you will see it updating to that version, which is 103.42. And it should do both the bike and the monitor, restart, and then hopefully that will solve your problem.